we have taken up to this portion the enemy, the lesson enemy. So we have seen that Sadao and his wife carrying this wounded man into the house. They have just taken the boy, means I call him boy because he is very lean and thin. He appears to be a boy only, but he is a grown-up person. Through the door from the sideways, not from the main entrance of the house, because they wanted to hide. They wanted that others should not see that this man is brought into the house. After bringing him, he was laid on the ground, which was deeply matted. നല്ല കാർപ്പറ്റ് വിരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന നല്ല കോസ്റ്റ്ലി നല്ല വൃത്തിയുള്ള കാർപ്പറ്റ് വിരിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഫ്ലോറിലാണ് അവനെ കിടത്തിയത്. The room into which he was taken into, it was already mentioned that room belonged to Sadao's father. After the death of the Sadao's father, this room was kept closed. Now coming into that room, the speciality of that room is that that room is totally furnished in Japanese style. Oh, yes. Once again, tell him to try after going out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the room completely it is of Japanese style only. It was mentioned that this man would never allow anything foreign in his own room. He is fully Japanese, and therefore he wanted all Japanese items in the room. Then after having placed the man on the ground, Hannah just moves to the side cupboard, just a sliding part, the partition of the cupboard. She tries to take out a quilt. What is a quilt? I explained yesterday. And that quilt was a very fine covered silk, means it is made of silk. Outside cloth is made of silk, inside of course cotton, and it was white pure. So this man is already dirty, he is bleeding, he has been brought by the sea waves, he is wet also. Such a nice and costly good looking quilt is definitely not meant for such a dirty person. Anyway, she just took it in her hand. Then looking at the man, she said, "He is so dirty," she murmured in distress. She wanted to give this quilt to this fellow because he must be feeling very cold and shivering. But then she hesitated because she says that he is so dirty that such a fine silk cannot be used to cover him. Yes, he had better be washed. Sadao agreed. So Sadao said if he is very dirty, he agreed that he should be washed. If he will fetch hot water, I will wash him. This is what Sadao says. Sadao is a doctor. Sadao says that if he can bring me hot water, I will just wash him. Sadao volunteers. He does not keep himself away telling that let my wife do, let the servants do, or he is a doctor, he is a surgeon, he is not supposed to do. Nothing of that sort. He said, you bring some hot water, I will just wash him. But what is the reaction of Hannah? She says, I cannot bear for you to touch him, she said. She says that I cannot tolerate that you are washing him. Why? We shall have to tell the servants he is there. I will tell Yumi now. She can leave the children for a few minutes and she can wash him. She says that you are the master of the house. Veedinte Odamasthanana. Not only that you are a doctor, you are not supposed to do this kind of work. I will ask the servants of the house. Anyway, we have to tell the servants that he is here. Even if we have brought a white man into our house. This fact cannot be kept hidden from the servants. Anyway, we have to tell them. So you do one thing. We will inform the servants. I will ask Yumi now. Yumi is a servant girl in the house. She is a nurse. Nurse means the lady who is looking after the children. കുട്ടികളെ നോക്കുന്ന സ്ത്രീയാണ്. She says that I will ask Yumi to wash him. She can leave the children for a few minutes and she can wash him. She says that there are two children already mentioned earlier. She can leave the children free for a few minutes and then let him come and wash. Sadao considered a moment. Let it be so, he agreed. You tell Yumi and I will tell the others. So you see, every time, the crucial time, Hannah is coming with the suggestions. The Hannah's aspect of her behavior, her mentality is very important at this point. Earlier also, first suggestion was given by Hannah. Hannah always stands by the side of the husband, agreeing all his decisions. Even she supplement the decision of the husband. So here we can find that Sadao is agreeing to the suggestion that is given by Hannah, that I will go and inform other servants. Other than Yumi, there are other servants are there. Cook is there, gardener is there. So Sadao told that Hannah, you go and inform Yumi, the nurse of the children, and then I will go and tell other servants. But utter pallor of the man's unconscious face moved him first to stoop and feel his pulse. But the utter pallor of man's unconscious face. Just before going, he just turned and looked at the face of the man. He just understood utter pallor. Pallor means velariyirikkunna moham, mannachirikkunna moham. ജീവനില്ലാത്ത രീതിയിലുള്ള അപ്പിയറൻസ് ആണ് അവൻ്റെ മുഖത്തിനുണ്ടാകുന്നത്. The man's unconscious face, he is already unconscious, moved him first to stoop and feel his pulse. Just looking at the man, seeing that he is so weak and he is very tired, he did not feel like going without examining him. He just bent down and then just taking his hand in his hand, he just felt the pulse. It was faint, but it was there. The pulse of this man was faint. It was not a weak pulse only. He put his hand against the man's cold breast. അതിനുശേഷം കൈയെടുത്ത് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ നെഞ്ചത്ത് വെച്ച് നോക്കി. The heart too was yet alive. First he took the hand and felt the pulse, and then put his hand on the breast of the man, and then again he just came to the conclusion that his heart is beating, but it is not as strong. Sadao decides to operate him. Hannah washes the man when her servant Yumi refuses to do so. This is what we are going to see. Hannah told Yumi to wash this man. She said, I will not do it. So Hannah washes the man herself. Sadao decides to operate and save his enemy. Sadao sees that the man has lost much blood. Hannah gives the anesthetic and Sadao pulls the bullet out. He will die unless he is operated on, Sadao said, considering. Sadao said that unless, after having examined his pulse, Sadao says that if he is not operated, definitely he is going to die. The question is whether he will not die anyway. Hannah cried out in fear. So after that, Sadao added that the question is whether he will not die anyway. He will not die anyway means if he is not operated, definitely he will die. If he is operated also, there is a rare chance of his survival because he is so badly injured, very weak, unconscious, etc. A doctor, when he is performing an operation, there are chances are there. Any minor operation, a 7% of we can say 7 to 10% of casualty danger occurs. Operation means there is danger is there, but then when a doctor operates a person, when the doctor says 100% it is going to be failure, then he will not go for operation. At least 50-50 chance should be there. In the case of this man, he says that if he is not operated, he will die. But if operated, whether he will survive or not, that is also not sure. Hannah cried out in fear. After hearing what husband said, she cried out in fear. Don't try to save him. Why Hannah is? Hannah is the person who just suggested that let us carry him into the house. But now she is telling that don't try to save him. If she doesn't want to save the life of this man, why did she help her husband to bring this man into the house? You have to understand, human being, human temperament. Now and then a feeling of patriotism, hatred towards the white man arises in her mind. So now she is just simply becoming a Pakka or full-time Japanese. She says that don't try to save him. What if he should die? Avan marichal namakendana. She is asking, what if he should die? If he is dying, what is the problem for us? What if he should die? So avan marichaലും ജീവിച്ചാലും മരിച്ചാലും നമുക്കെന്താണ്? Sadao replied, he should don't try to save him. What if he should leave? That is what Hannah said. Then Sadav said, അവൻ മരിച്ചാലും നമുക്കെന്താണ്, അവൻ ജീവിച്ചാൽ നമുക്കെന്താണെന്ന് ഹന ചോദിക്കുന്നു. അതിന് മറുപടിയായിട്ട് സദാവ് പറയുന്നു, അവൻ മരിച്ചാൽ നമുക്കെന്താണ്. മീൻസ് for them as a person, this fellow is a foreigner, is an enemy. Whether he lives or dies, it is immaterial to them. He stood gazing down on the motionless man. This man must have extraordinary vitality, or he should have been dead by now. Just looking at this motionless man, അനങ്ങാതെ കിടക്കുന്ന ഈ മനുഷ്യനെ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് സദാവ് പറയാണ്, this man must have extraordinary vitality. He is having good health, good power. Or if he was not having that good power and good vitality, he could not have lived this century. And again, after the injury, he is brought by the sea, over injured. So if he is still alive, means he is having good strength. But when he was very young, perhaps not yet 25. So he says that but when he was but then he was very young. So Sadav adds that even though in his appearance he appears to be very young, and he says perhaps not yet 25. അവനെ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട്, അവൻ്റെ ശരീരം നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട്, ഹിസ് അപ്പിയറൻസ് നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് സദാവ് പറയാണ്, ഇവൻ മരിക്കാനായിട്ടില്ല. കാരണം ഈസ് വെരി യങ്. Perhaps not yet 25. 25 വയസ്സ് പോലും തികയാത്ത മാതിരി തോന്നുന്നു. Because at this point when they look at this fellow, they feel that he is very young. It is not the time to die. A person just grown up into their age, and in the senility, in the old age one dies, means of course we feel sorry for the death of anybody, but we know that is a natural process. One has completed the circle of their life and they just go away from this world. But when people meet with the death before the arrival of the time at a younger age, everyone feels sorry. So here Sadav says that he is very young. Perhaps in his appearance now he appears to be only 25. You mean die from the operation? Hannah asked. Yes, Sadav said. If you remember, earlier he says that in any case he may die. In any case he may die means what? In any case he may die. Operation ചെയ്താലും മരിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. ഓപ്പറേഷൻ ചെയ്തില്ല definitely അവൻ മരിക്കും. So now Hannah is just quoting that particular sentence. You mean die from the operation? ഓപ്പറേഷൻ ചെയ്താലും മരിക്കുമെന്നാണോ നീ പറയുന്നത്? Sadav said, yes. 1 minute, somebody is trying to join, I think. Let me see. You mean die from the operation? Hannah asked. Yes, Sadav said. Hannah considered this doubtfully, and when she did not answer, Sadav turned away. What did Hannah ask? Die from the operation? Operation ചെയ്താൽ അവൻ മരിക്കുമെന്നാണോ പറയുന്നത്? Sadav did not answer anything. So Hannah was thinking about it doubtfully. About what she was thinking? She was thinking about this particular statement that she made. She is thinking that my husband is a very well-known surgeon, very efficient doctor. If he is doing the operation, how can a patient die? She cannot believe. Sadav operate ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ patient മരിക്കില്ല. അതാണ് വൈഫിന്റെ വിശ്വാസം. And that is why Hannah considered this doubtfully. Operation ചെയ്താൽ മരിക്കില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. And when she did not answer, Sadav turned away. At any rate, something must be done with him, he said. So at any rate, we have to do something. What we left one slide and went ahead. So Hannah considered this doubtfully, and when she did not answer, Sadao turned away. At any rate, something must be done with him, he said. He said that at any rate, marichaalum marichillalum namakku endengiലും cheyanam. And at first we must wash him. He must be washed. The first thing that we have to do is we should be washed. He went quickly out of the room and Hannah came behind him. So they just came out of the room. You remember why they are coming out? Hannah is supposed to go and ask Yumi to wash this man. And Sadao is supposed to go and inform other servants. So they both of them came out. He was the first she had seen since she left America, and now he seems to have nothing to do with those whom she had known there. She was thinking in her mind, after having left America, this is the first white man that she is seeing, and here this particular fellow has nothing to do with anyone that was known to her. അവക്കറിയാവുന്ന ഒരു അമേരിക്കനുമായിട്ട് ഒരു ബന്ധമില്ലാത്ത ഒരു സ്ട്രേഞ്ചറാണ് ഇന്നിപ്പോൾ എൻ്റെ അടുത്തുള്ളത്. Here he was her enemy, a menace, living or dead. So she says that here in the house, this fellow, even though he is an American, he is an enemy. He is a menace. Menace means danger. അപകടമാണ്. Living or dead. അവൻ ജീവിച്ചാലും അപകടമാണ്, മരിച്ചാലും അപകടമാണ്. കാരണം എന്താണ്? Living means they are giving shelter to an enemy. That means they have to see that this fellow is disposed without the knowledge of the police. So whether he is living or dead, both is a danger for them. She turned to the nursery and called Yumi. Now we find that she is going and calling Yumi, the nurse. She went to the nursery. Nursery means it is not a nursery school. Nursery attached to the house എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കുട്ടികൾക്ക് കളിക്കാനായിട്ട് വീട്ടിൽ അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന റൂമിനാണ് നഴ്സറി എന്ന് പറയുക. She went into the place where the children are kept, and then she called Yumi. But the children heard her voice, and she had to go in for a moment and smile at them and play with the baby boy, now nearly 3 months old. The youngest one is only 3 months old. Two children are there. The youngest one is a boy, is only 3 months. When she went, the mother went and called Yumi. Hearing the sound of the mother, അമ്മയുടെ സൗണ്ട് കുട്ടി കേൾക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് കുട്ടി കരഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. And that is why she had to go there and smile at the boy and play with them. Otherwise, the child will just cry, continue to cry. What did the mother do? Over the baby's soft black hair, she motioned with her mouth. And after that, she said, Yumi, come with me. ഈ കുട്ടിയെ ഉറക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി, അല്ലെ കുട്ടിയെ കംഫർട്ടബിൾ ആക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി, or in order to console the child who was crying after hearing the sound of the mother, because even though the child is so well looked after by the nurse നന്നായിട്ട് നോക്കുന്നു, but even then the sound of the mother definitely brings affection into the heart of the child. The child wants to be with the mother, and that is why when she called over the mother, the baby child was actually crying. So she just went, smiled at the child, and then what she did, over the baby's soft black hair, തലമുടിയിലാണ്, കറുത്ത മുടി, ജപ്പാനീസ് ആണ്, not a foreigner. She motioned with her mouth, എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ചുണ്ടുകൾ കൊണ്ട് ആ കുട്ടിയുടെ തലമുടിയിൽ ചുംബിച്ചു. And then she told Yumi, come with me. യുമിയോട് എൻ്റെ കൂടെ വരാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. I'll put the baby to bed, Yumi replied. So you see, this servant, this nurse, so dedicated. She says that ഞാൻ വരാം, അതിനൊന്ന് കുട്ടിയെ ഉറക്കട്ടെ. She understands what is her duty. She says that I'll put the baby to sleep. കുട്ടിയെ ഉറക്കിയതിന് ശേഷം ഞാൻ വരാം. But then what was the answer of Hannah? Hannah said, he is ready. He is ready means what? കുട്ടി ഓൾറെഡി ഉറങ്ങിയെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. വൈ ദ ചൈൽഡ് വാസ് ഏബിൾ ടു സ്ലീപ്പ് സോ ഫാസ്റ്റ്? ബിക്കോസ് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ദ മദേഴ്സ് നിയർനെസ്, ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ദ മദേഴ്സ് ടെൻഡർ കിസ് ഓൺ ദ ഹെയർ ഓഫ് ദ ചൈൽഡ് ഓൾറെഡി സ്ലെപ്റ്റ്. ഒരു അമ്മ ഒരു കുട്ടിയെ ഉറക്കുന്ന മാതിരി ഒരു നേഴ്സിന് നോക്കാനായിട്ട് പറ്റില്ല. ദ പ്രസൻസ് ഓഫ് ദ മദർ ഗേവ് കംഫോർട്ട് ടു ദ ചൈൽഡ് ആൻഡ് ദ ചൈൽഡ് സ്ലെപ്റ്റ്. സോ the mother says that she is ready, means she is already sleeping. Now you can come. He is already sleeping, you can come. She went with Yumi into the bedroom next to the nursery and stood with the boy in her arms while Yumi spread the sleeping quilts on the floor and laid the baby between them. You see the location of the house. Inside the house, the room where the children play, that is known as nursery. കുട്ടികൾക്കുള്ള പാവയും മറ്റ് കളിപ്പാത്രങ്ങളൊക്കെ വെച്ച് എല്ലാ ഐറ്റംസും വെച്ച് അറേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന റൂമാണ് നഴ്സറി. അവിടെയാണ് കുട്ടികളെ കളിപ്പിക്കുക. അതിൻ്റെ തൊട്ടടുത്ത റൂം, ദ ബെഡ്റൂം ഫോർ ദ ചിൽഡ്രൻ. സോ നൗ വാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻഡ്? After having made the child sleep, Hannah carried the child. She went with Yumi into the bedroom next to the nursery അടുത്തുള്ള bedroom, and stood with the baby in her arms. She was holding the baby in the arms while Yumi spread the sleeping quilt. കുട്ടികളെ കിടത്താൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ക്വിൽറ്റ് അത് വിരിച്ചു. ഓൺ ദ ഫ്ലോർ, നിലത്താണ് വിരിച്ചത്. ആൻഡ് ലേഡ് ദ ബേബി ബിറ്റ്വീൻ ദം. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് നിലത്ത് വിരിച്ചത്? അല്ലെ കുട്ടി ഉരുണ്ട് നിലത്ത് പോവുമായിരിക്കും, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ്. സോ സ്മോൾ ചിൽഡ്രൻ നോർമലി വി ഡോണ്ട് കീപ്പ് ഓൺ ദ കോട്ട് വെൻ ദേ ആർ ലെഫ്റ്റ് അലോൺ. സോ ദ ക്വിൽറ്റ് വാസ് സ്പ്രെഡ് ഓൺ ദ ഗ്രൗണ്ട്. Sleeping quilt was spread on the ground and the baby was placed between them so that the child will not move this side and that side. Then Hannah led the way quickly and softly to the kitchen. After that, she just led the way, means she went ahead and Yumi is supposed to follow her. She went softly and at the same time quickly to the kitchen. The two servants were frightened at what their master had just told them. അവിടെ എത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ the reaction of the servant. Who is the master? Sadao had already informed the servants about the presence of the white man. So these servants were all frightened. അവർ പേടിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്. Who are the servants? The old gardener, ഒരു പ്രായം ചെന്ന ഒരു പൂന്തോട്ടക്കാരൻ. Who was also a house servant, pulled the few hairs on his upper lip. So this old gardener, he was also a house servant. He is not only looking after the garden, but also he does a lot of work in the house. What was his physical reaction? They were afraid. At the same time, his physical reaction was that he was pulling the few hairs on his upper lip. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അയാളുടെ മീശ ജപ്പാനീസ് ആണ്. They don't have thick mustaches. We know Japanese don't have thick mustaches. So the few hairs that is on his upper lip എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ ഇവിടെയുള്ള ആ മീശ പിടിച്ച് അയാൾ വലിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. He was pulling means that is his physical reaction. They are not happy with the decision of the Sadao and Hannah, and that is why this kind of reaction came.